So I think it's switching between 4/8 and 5/8, or 4/16, 5/16. Interesting. I mean, that's a very Tool kind of thing. They'll keep those time signatures fluctuating all the way through. Or you could combine it into 9/16 or 9/8, but it separates very clearly between two different chunks there. Let's see. I think navigating those time changes as a vocalist, it's got to be kind of gnarly. I didn't catch that one, but that was a modulation there to 9 versus something else. Yeah, Maynard James Keegan's got that like iconic kind of voice. He's a weird dude. Very weird dude. But if you're gonna put out album art like this, you gotta be weird. Got that nice little pan back and forth there. We're still rolling like 9 verse 7 verse 8. It's gonna drive me crazy if I don't look it up though. This is gritty. Lyrically. You've got like 4 versus something and 8s versus 5. You get this really divisive time change going on there. I'm gonna feel really stupid though if it's just the same time signature change the whole way through. And I'm telling you guys all a bunch of random about stuff. The bass player from Tool, whose name I have no idea, just has like this beautiful tone. It's such a poignant kind of timbre that really comes through the texture regardless of what's going on there. And part of that I think is because he's playing up in like this mid-range of the electric bass for a decent amount of it, but then also whatever kind of rounding effect pedal they're running through there helps it keep this very like a signature bass tone, like very, very clearly an electric bass, but also very uniquely. Like, if I heard that electric bass, I would know right off top that's Tool. There's a couple of bass players that are like that for me. Oh, look at that. It's like an out of time flutter in the bass drum there. As it sped up. That was groovy. I don't know if I've heard anything like that before. Yeah. Yeah, the lung support, the diaphragm support, the air support there. Nice. Didn't count it. Probably about 15 seconds of big old yelling. Huh. Yeah. The technical work going here in the background. Technical work from the drummer at the end is just absolutely bonkers. Anyway, let's talk about that. So I know I had said I'd listened to that before. There was a chance that I'd listened to that before, and that was in fact not correct. That was my first time listen, and as far as I know, fullest honest reaction here. And yeah, it was groovy. Tool does a lot of this metric modulation, these time signature changes, which can be kind of hokey or cliche, depending on how you hear it. But the way that Tool implements them in their songs, it comes across as a very kind of natural feel. Once you start to really relax into these changes, it starts to develop its own groove, and not necessarily at the micro level, measure by measure, but at a macro level when you're talking about these 3, 4, 5, 6 measure chunks and how they together to build this larger statement phrase really comes across nicely. And that's also something that Meshuggah from one of the Nordic countries, how they do with their time changes. And again, I'm not going to go and research it right now, but I think we had a couple different metric modulations, like macro modulations. We go from these groups of this to this to this, and that repeats to then a different set of time signatures that repeat, and then another new set of time signatures that repeat. I think that's what's happening here, and I could be totally wrong, because when I'm sitting down and I'm breaking that kind of stuff down, I'm listening to, I don't know, in this case, maybe 3 to 6 measures at a time over and over again, so I can really get it into my brain, and nobody wants to see that on video. But it's groovy. I don't usually listen to much Tool anymore, but every once in a while, a couple of their top songs come through on my liked songs playlist, and it's always a nice groove. So this one definitely going on to that heavy rotations list, because it was just a whole bunch of awesome and had some really nice musical elements with it. The energy and the intensity really build right up until the last little bit of the song there, which over the course of 8 minutes is definite feat in itself. And some of that comes from instrumental layering, like what each instrument's doing very minimal things, and then slowly adding to that, and then how we're changing volume of everything, how the vocalist is changing timbre and voice, going from the softer spoken to some of his louder, really projected yelling, I guess, because it's not like a metal scream. So I guess it's more like a ah. Take that as you will. If you like this video and you want to see more reactions like this, then either drop a comment down below or check out the Google form in the page description and leave a suggestion there, and we'll get to it. Anyway, this is the internet's second tiredest music teacher. Elaw out.